Tesla, Nikola. American-Serb inventor. The majority of alternating current machinery is built on the rotating magnetic field, which was discovered and patented by Serbian-American engineer and inventor Nikola Tesla. Additionally, he created the three-phase electric power transmission system. He sold George Westinghouse the patent rights to his system of alternating current dynamos, transformers, and motors before emigrating to the United States in 1884. He created the Tesla coil, an induction coil utilized extensively in radio technology, in 1891. Tesla came from a Serbian-American family. His mother was clever but unschooled, while his father was an Orthodox priest. As he became older, he showed amazing imagination, originality, and a poetic touch. He studied at the University of Prague and the Technical University of Graz, Austria, in preparation for a future as an engineer. He first encountered the Graham dynamo, a generator that could also function as an electric motor, in Graz. As a result, he came up with a clever approach to make use of alternating current. Later, in Budapest, he made ideas for an induction motor that would serve as his first step toward the successful application of alternating current after seeing the concept of the revolving magnetic field. Tesla started working for the Continental Edison Company in Paris in 1882, and in 1883, while on assignment in Strasbourg, he built his first induction motor after hours. In 1884, Tesla boarded a ship bound for the United States. He arrived in New York with 4 cents, a couple of his own poems, and calculations for a flying machine. He initially found work with Thomas Edison, but because of the two innovators' vastly different backgrounds and working styles, their split was unavoidable. Tesla's polyphase system of alternating current dynamos, transformers, and motors was patented in May 1888. Tesla sold the patent rights to George Westinghouse, the president of the Westinghouse Electric Company in Pittsburgh. The deal sparked an epic battle of wills between Edison's direct current systems and the Tesla-Westinghouse alternating current strategy, which ultimately prevailed. Tesla quickly built up his own lab where he could unleash his creative side. He experimented with shadowgraphs that Wilhelm Röntgen would later employ when he discovered X-rays in 1895. Among Tesla's many experiments were work on a carbon button lamp, electrical resonance power, and various lighting technologies. Tesla performed demonstrations in his lab where he lighted lamps by allowing electricity to flow through his body in an effort to alleviate people's anxieties of alternating currents. He was frequently asked to give lectures both at home and abroad. He created the Tesla coil in 1891, and it is still widely used in radios, televisions, and other electronic devices today. Also in that year, Tesla became a citizen of the United States. In 1893, Westinghouse lit the world's Columbian Exposition in Chicago using Tesla's alternating current system. Their ability to build the first power equipment at Niagara Falls, which had Tesla's name and patent numbers, was made possible in part by their success. By 1896, the project had brought electricity to Buffalo. Tesla announced the creation of a teleautomatic boat that could be controlled remotely in 1898. Tesla demonstrated his claims for it in front of a crowd in Madison Square Garden when doubts were raised. Tesla produced what he considered to be his most significant discovery, terrestrial stationary waves, while he was living in Colorado Springs, Colorado, from May 1899 until the beginning of 1900. By making this discovery, he demonstrated that the Earth could be manipulated to act as a conductor and vibrate at a specific electrical frequency. He also generated artificial lightning that produced bursts that measured 41 meters long and lighted 200 wireless bulbs from a distance of 40 kilometers, 25 miles, 135 feet. His claims that he had at one point received signals from another planet in his Colorado laboratory were mocked in several scientific journals. Upon his return to New York in 1900, Tesla started building a wireless world broadcasting tower on Long Island using $150,000 in funding provided by American investor J. Pierpont Morgan. Tesla stated that by transferring to Morgan 51% of his patent rights for telephony and telegraphy, he had secured the financing. He planned to offer services for exchanging photographs, messages, weather alerts, and stock information as well as global communication. Due to a financial crisis, labor issues, and Morgan's withdrawal of support, the project was shelved. Tesla suffered his biggest setback. The focus of Tesla's work then switched to other endeavors and turbines. His ideas were abandoned due to a lack of funding, but his notebooks are constantly looked through by aficionados looking for undiscovered hints. He was extremely unhappy in 1915 when it turned out that a story that he and Edison would split the Nobel Prize was false. The Edison Medal, the highest honor the American Institute of Electrical Engineers could bestow, was given to Tesla in 1917. Tesla only permitted a select few close buddies. They included authors Francis Marion Crawford, Mark Twain, and Robert Underwood Johnson. He was rather quirky, unpractical with money, and driven by compulsions and a developing fear of germs. However, he had a gift for intuitively detecting undiscovered scientific truths and using his inventiveness to support his theories. Tesla was a godsend to journalists looking for dramatic prose but a headache for editors unsure of how seriously to take his futuristic predictions, his claims that he could split the earth like an apple, that he could communicate with aliens, and that he had developed a death ray that could destroy 10,000 airplanes at a distance of 250 miles all drew caustic condemnation. Tesla's trunks, which contained his papers, diplomas, and other honors, as well as his correspondence and laboratory notes, were seized by the custodian of alien property after his death. Sava Kasanovich, Tesla's nephew, eventually came into possession of them, and the Nikola Tesla Museum in Belgrade now houses them. For his burial rites, hundreds of people poured into New York City's Cathedral of St. John the Divine, and a deluge of notes lamented the passing of a great intellect. One of the outstanding intellects of the world who set the way for many of the technological advances of our times, 3 Nobel laureates praised in their tribute.